PlayStation Portal is finally here, so if you are considering to buy one or just want more information about it, you've come to the right video. It's ROMB360. This is the PlayStation Portal, which is Sony's latest streaming-only handheld device. That means in the box all you get is a USB-C charge cable, a manual, and the PlayStation Portal itself. However, the first impression feels very good. It has the same design as the other PS5 accessories and has a nice weight to it, which makes it feel sturdy. It has an 8-inch screen in the middle and the DualSense controllers on the sides, which is one of the main selling points, because it has the same layout and buttons like the original DualSense controller, like the regular buttons, the sticks, the triggers, the PlayStation menu, screenshot and share button, but also the mute button. However, the triggers and sticks are a little bit smaller than the DualSense, which is fine, but it's still good to point out. And it also has these LEDs on the side, which is a nice touch. At the top here is a power button and a link button to connect the compatible headset. It also has 2 speakers and the volume buttons at the top and a USB-C charge port and a 3.5mm jack port at the bottom to charge it and to connect a wired headphone. To set up the PS Portal, you can easily follow the on-screen prompts like select your Wi-Fi, update the latest software and set up your PlayStation account, which you can do the quickest with the QR code. And then select your PS5 to connect with. After you've done that, you are good to go within about 15 minutes. It's that easy. Just press the PlayStation button and you get to see your PS5's menu. So there's no separate main menu from the PS Portal itself. The first impression is that the PS Portal looks nice and sharp, but also feels very smooth. That was a bit expected at the screen resolution of 1080p at 60 FPS. But still, it's great that it feels nice and snappy and doesn't have any noticeable lag in the menu. The screen is also vibrant, pretty bright, and you can also see the text clearly, which is pretty impressive for a non-OLED screen. It just has a bit of reflection to it, so take that into account. But in terms of the screen size, it might be the perfect size for a handheld. As mentioned, the PS Portal is a streaming device. So in this case, that means you need a PS5 that needs to stay on or in rest mode, because the PS Portal needs to connect to it. I've tried a couple of games like Spider-Man 2, GT7, God of War and a couple more, and I got to say overall it works great. I do have to say, sometimes the screen can stutter a bit, like on the regular Remote Play app, but it seems more reliable on the PS Portal. And that's the thing, you need a reliable internet connection to have a great experience on the PS Portal. According to Sony, you would need at least 5 Mbps to use it. But of course, the higher the internet speed, the better your experience with the PS Portal will be. But with a good internet connection, you probably won't notice any input lag at all. But you might notice it slightly on high responsive games like shooters and racing games, which can make a difference between winning or losing a game. Another thing is that you can only play games you've installed on your PS5 through a download or from a disc. That means you cannot play any cloud gaming on the PS Portal through PlayStation Plus Premium, where you can play your games on your PlayStation without having to download them. Which I kinda hope for, because you can easily jump in and out of different games, but hopefully we will see this sometime in a future update. Same goes for the movie streaming services like Netflix, Disney and even Sony Core Pictures and all the others. They just don't work on the Portal, at least for now, but hopefully in the future. So why would you want to buy one? Well, a good reason would be if you want to continue gaming when the TV is occupied by your friends or family members, or maybe because you want to play your PS5 games anywhere in and out of the house, as long as you have a fast and stable internet connection. It could also be because you want a bigger screen than gaming on your PS5 through your smartphone, or maybe because of the ergonomics and the features of the PS Portal. Speaking of, the ergonomics on the PS Portal are excellent and are exactly what you would expect, and it has the same features as the original DualSense, like dynamic haptic feedback, adaptive triggers and the sound from the built-in mic. You even get the DualSense touchpad feature if you touch the PS Portal screen. And I got to say, all these DualSense features were a big selling point for me. because you can stream your PS5 to your smartphone, Steam Deck or other device, but with those features you don't get the DualSense features. You can even use the PS Portal as an extra controller for your PS5. However, I would just use the DualSense controller as that feels more natural. But I do have to say, the ergonomics of the PS Portal are excellent. It feels great in your hands and doesn't feel too heavy when gaming for a long period of time. And during those long or short gaming sessions, I didn't notice the fan noise. But that's probably because the PS5 does all the heavy lifting. So what about the sound quality? I think it's pretty good, but let me know what you think after this sound test. If you want even better sound or some privacy, you can always connect your own wired headset on the bottom of the Portal. However, you cannot connect your own Bluetooth headphone or headset to the PS Portal as it doesn't have Bluetooth. It does have its own service called PlayStation Link, of which you can only connect Sony's upcoming headphones or earbuds. So it's kind of a bummer that the PS Portal doesn't have any Bluetooth, and I would definitely like to see that changed in a future model. Talking about change, there aren't a lot of changes you can do on the Portal itself, as it doesn't have a standard menu. But if you swipe to the left from the right top of your screen, you can see your Wi-Fi, battery life, time, and you can open a user interface. Here you can connect your PS5, link your PS5 headset, change the brightness, use airplane mode or go to settings. From there you can go to network to set up your Wi-Fi connection. System shows you your device information and lets you update the software and reset it. And you can also change your language settings, date and time, and change the rest mode settings to save some power. Here you can also change the display brightness and change some controller settings. And lastly, you have the option to sign out. And that's about it. But I can't think of anything else that is needed to configure on the PS Portal, at least for now. So in total, I did get about 5 hours of playtime on a 100% battery, with the volume level around 50%, which is pretty decent. But it would be nice to see a battery percentage instead of just a battery logo, to give you a better idea of how much playtime you have left. When looking at the size, the PS Portal is a lot bigger than an average phone screen, and even the Switch and the Steam Deck. Also, if you want to play PS Remote Play on your phone as a handheld, you would need something like a backbone controller. That costs around $100, but that doesn't give you the DualSense features. As for the PS Portal, you get a much bigger screen and all the mentioned features for $200. But to summarize, here are my personal pros, cons and verdict. To start with the pros, you can play your PS Portal anywhere, anytime, which is fantastic, especially when your TV is occupied. You also get all the DualSense features like dynamic haptic feedback, adaptive triggers and that built-in mic, and it's really easy to set up and use. Some cons or improvement points are that the Portal is a streaming-only device. And as the PS Portal has the same initials as the original PSP, I can't stop thinking what an actual next-gen PSP would be like. Also, at this moment there is no option to use cloud gaming of the PS Plus Premium service, and you can't stream any videos through Netflix, Disney and all the other streaming services. And I would expect that we could at least use the Sony Core video service to watch some movies, but that's not the case. Also, a real bummer is that there is no Bluetooth option, so you can't use your own Bluetooth headset. So is the PlayStation Portal worth picking up for $200? Well, if you want to play your PS5 games and don't have an alternative around besides your smartphone because you want to save battery life on it and you really want to have a bigger screen and all those DualSense features, then the PlayStation Portal could be something for you. But will I keep mine? I'm not sure yet. Let me know if you think the PS Portal justifies the $200 price tag, or subscribe and check out the next video. See you there.